Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Join the Patreon for this sheet and a whole bunch more, and like and subscribe for a better payday next time you play. Maybe. Today we're building Deathstroke, also known as Slade Wilson. If that sounds a lot like Wade Wilson, that's because Deadpool was a parody of Deathstroke. For everyone who always asks me to remake characters, here's a new version of Deadpool with slightly less regeneration and infinitely fewer memes. This is a serious character for serious players who are very serious. Seriously.
Shouldn't we have a league of our own?
Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen.
Somebody once told me.
Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, we need weapons. Every weapon in the whole wide world. Next, we need to be the best at everything, because if we were bad at something, that wouldn't be cool. Finally, we'll get a bit of a healing factor, helping us stay up until the job is done. For stats, we'll be using the standard point buy. The point array is for losers who don't have cool masks. Put your dexterity up at 15. It will help you with your ranged weapons and shorter swords. Strength and constitution at 13. Despite your intense speed, you also have some intense beef. Intelligence and wisdom at 12. You're not bad at these things, but we can round them out with skills, and they're not important in combat. I'm guessing you're playing Deathstroke, not because you're looking forward to role-playing, you just want to do combat. Finally, we'll dump charisma. You're a lone wolf. Everyone who is working with you is doing it because they know you'll get the job done, not because they want to grab a beer with you when the job is done. Slade is a human who got some science pumped into him to be better than everyone else, so we'll grab the skill expert feat, giving you +1 to an ability score like strength, an extra skill like perception, and expertise in a skill to double the proficiency bonus to skill checks with it. How about perception? Since we don't have the biggest wisdom, but we also don't want anyone getting the drop on us. Bump your dexterity and constitution with your 2 free points. Take survival for your skill of choice to help you track down your targets, and the soldier background for athletics and intimidation. You're strong, mean, and basic. What more could a soldier want than that? We'll kick things off as a rogue because rogues get the most skills and you don't fail. Acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, and investigation could all be useful for assassinations, getting you where you need to be to turn your enemies into piggy banks, both because they give you money, but also because there's a hole in them. You get expertise in 2 more skills. Investigation will make up for your mediocre intelligence, and honestly, pick anything else you want. Stealth could be useful to help you get your sneak attack going. That's an extra d6 you can add to the damage rolls of attacks when you have advantage on the roll or an ally within 5 feet of the target. Probably going to be advantage, you don't really have friends. You have to be using a finesse or ranged weapon, but you like those, so don't worry about that too much. Second level rogues get cunning action, letting you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. It's not cowardly to run away, it's tactical. Is it honorable to run away and shoot people? No, but you're not getting paid for honor. Third level rogues get to choose a roguish archetype. Assassins are the edgiest because they can assassinate, giving you advantage on attacks against creatures who haven't acted in initiative yet, and if you attack a surprised target, you critically hit them automatically, turning your 2d6 sneak attack damage into 4d6 sneak attack damage. You also get proficiency with disguise kits and poisoners kits if you wanted to do some infiltration roleplay. No, you just want to wear an orange mask and fight everyone? You also get steady aim, letting you give yourself advantage on an attack as a bonus action as long as you don't move in that turn, so you don't have to worry about getting an ally within 5 feet. 4th level rogues get an ability score improvement or a feat. We need a lot of feats, but we'll start off getting our dexterity up for better shooting and stabbing with rogue-approved finesse weapons. But you don't just use rogue-approved finesse weapon, you use every weapon. So jump over to fighter for a fighting style like archery to add 2 to the attack rolls with your ranged weapons, which would be a rogue-approved weapon. But Deathstroke really likes guns. You also get second wind, letting you recover 1d10 plus your fighter level as a bonus action once per short rest, so you can get stabbed and keep on trucking, even though you won't get stabbed in the first place because you're so dang cool. Second level fighters get action surge, letting you make 2 actions in 1 turn once per short rest, helping you get your big badass scary speed going. Keep in mind you can only use sneak attack once per turn. It's different than once per round. I know, I get that. I fudge up sometimes. Good for you. I'm proud of you for noticing. You're good enough with your weapons that you won't need sneak attack on every attack, or at least you're gonna be good enough with weapons later. 3rd level fighters can choose a martial archetype, and eventually champions get another fighting style, but in the meantime you get improved critical, letting you critically hit on a 19 or a 20, which means double the big old headshots. I guess at this point I'll explain why you're not a monk. It's not because I think monk is a bad class, I think monk is a good class, I think it does cool stuff. It's because while some characters have iconic armor, you literally have icon armor. So saying Deathstroke doesn't wear armor isn't the same as saying Batman doesn't wear armor. It just feels a little different. That's the main reason. But also I wanted a butt ton of feats, eventually. Not at 4th level fighter. That's where we cap off our dexterity modifier, so you never miss, unless you wanted to for tactical reasons, in which case you didn't really miss. That's what you wanted to do. I don't really like this character. I think he's kind of boring. if that's not clear. 5th level fighters get an extra attack, letting you attack twice with your action instead of once for a little double tap. Unless you're using a weapon with the loading property, then you can't. Until 6th level fighter, when you get another ability score improvement or feat, then you could grab the gunner or crossbow expert feat. I don't care which one you use. Crossbow expert is better though, since it lets you fire with a hand crossbow as a bonus action after you attack with your action, and the gunner feat just gives you a little more dexterity. Both let you ignore the loading property and fire within 5 feet of you without disadvantage. Just depends on whether or not your DM has guns in their setting. Though Deathstroke is an expert in every weapon, because he's basically just John Wick if John wasn't a wife guy, the most interesting thing about John Wick. 7th level champions are remarkable athletes, letting you add half your proficiency bonus to any strength, dexterity, or constitution check you're not proficient with. They'll include initiative rolls, so don't worry that you're already proficient with all the physical skills. You can also add your strength to the distance of a running long jump, which should help you keep up with Batman when you're gonna kill him. 8th level fighters get another ability score improvement or feat. The sharpshooter feat lets you take a -5 penalty to your attack rolls with a ranged weapon to add 10 to the damage rolls, and you can fire at maximum range without disadvantage. This pairs really well with crossbow expert since you can effectively shoot 5 times in a single round at this point from 120 feet away. Your reflexes are fast enough to automatically counteract any recoil, making you as accurate with a machine gun as you are with a sniper rifle. Oh my god, he's so cool. 9th level fighters get indomitable, letting you re-roll a failed saving throw once per long rest. Not that you failed, you just intentionally got hit by the fireball for tactical reasons, then didn't because that's better. Oh god, I hate this. 10th level champions can choose another fighting style. Unarmed fighting lets you make unarmed attacks that deal 1d6 plus your strength modifier and 1d8 if you've got 2 free hands. You can also deal a d4 of damage to a creature you have grappled once per turn. Dueling is better, it'll let you use your swords and knives better, but we need hand-to-hand combat and this buffs it more than the dueling would bump your swordplay. Just use a dagger at home and grab dueling. 11th level fighters get another extra attack, letting you make 3 attacks with your action, 6 with an action surge, and up to 7 if you chose crossbow expert instead of gunner for 7d6 plus 105 damage in a single round, and that's assuming you never critically hit with doubled the critical hit chance. Rat-a-the-tata, be that doof. 12th level fighters get another ability score improvement. Let's start getting your strength up higher so you can punch to get your lunch. I'm going to assume that Deathstroke is a mercenary because he has very expensive culinary tastes. It's 1% more interesting than his general motivation of I like money. 13th level fighters get another use of Indomitable. It's worth pointing out that you can use these on death saving throws because you don't die. You make the die. 14th level fighters get another ability score improvement. Use it to keep pushing your strength score higher, so no matter what you're attacking with, you'll be prepared. But finesse weapons can get the sneak attack buff, so they're probably better. 15th level champions get superior critical, letting you critically hit on an 18 now as well for triple the critical hit chance. Pairing this with 3 to 7 attacks per round, there's a pretty dang good chance you're going to be critically hitting in every single fight. Our capstone is the 16th level fighter for one last ability score improvement, letting you cap off your strength score, so now even if you don't have any of your god-killing weapons, you can still just punch stuff real good. Now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how viable this build is. First, you kill stuff good. That's sort of the whole character. You're also loaded with expertise and skills to handle things before the fight. I say before, but you're definitely gonna still want to fight, aren't you? Finally, you can get up close and personal, or stay back and spam, making you deadly at any range. For weaknesses, you don't have any magical weapons until a Greek god makes one for you, so you could have trouble killing gods. Your DM will probably give you a magical weapon by level 20, or you could just kill someone and take theirs. You're also a jerk. Nobody will want to talk to you unless there's something they need dead, so it could be a lonely business. Finally, we invested 3 ability scores into strength just in case somebody finds you without a weapon. Most of the time you're going to have a weapon, so grab the tough feat, jack your constitution up, get some gish spells, do whatever you want, just don't invest in strength and dexterity. Still, if you want to be murder man McNever fail, this is the build for you. Shoot stuff, stab stuff, and even punch stuff. Just watch out for interdimensional threats. You could have trouble taking down titans. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe for more. We make 2 videos every week. Join the Patreon for this sheet and a whole bunch more, and sub to Tulok and Mango for more Tulok fun.